Today, Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel sent Smollett a letter demanding that he pay the city $130,000 in next week to help cover the costs of the police investigation into the fake attack.
My recommendation is when he writes the check, in the memo section, he can put the word, "I'm accountable," for the hoax.
Well, joining me now is Martin Preib. He's the vice president of the Chicago Fraternal Order of Police. All right, $130,000. That's Rahm's bill to Jussie. Is that enough?
No, that's not enough. It would have been much better if the mayor joined in calling for the federal investigation. We really feel strongly that he should have done that. I mean, he demanded a federal investigation of the police department. He advocated for a consent decree that we think is unjustified and that the Trump administration and Jeff Sessions thought was unjustified. So we definitely think this is worthy of a FBI investigation.
Yeah, Martin, I want to play what you're referring to is what Mayor Emanuel said today about basically telling Trump to butt out. Watch.
Yeah.
My recommendation as the president, go to opening day baseball, sit on the sideline, stay out of this. You created a toxic environment.
It's almost like he had to get back in the good graces of the left after his performance the day before, where he actually sounded reasonable and really smart on this issue. Now it's got to get back to hating Trump, because actually this hate crime was really created by Trump. And that's kind of implicit in what he's saying there, Martin.
Well, I mean, you said that, yes, and I'm not going to disagree with you. And like I said, when the Obama Justice Department was running things, he was all in favor of them coming into Chicago, initiating investigation that we didn't think was justified based upon false assumptions. It was a kind of a ludicrous investigation. Trump's DOJ said, no, we're not going to put us in a consent decree. But he and the state attorney general put it in. And now he doesn't want the Trump DOJ to investigate what clearly is something that cries out for an investigation. What happened here? What were the motives of things?
It's unbelievable. I mean, this is one of the more unreal things that I've ever witnessed when it comes to criminal justice in the country. And I've been around a long time reporting on this. Martin, I also want to get your response to the outrageous allegation by Smollett's attorney today. Now, she has a wild new theory about why those two Nigerian brothers were implicated in the attack.
Obviously, you can disguise that. You could put makeup on. There is actually, interestingly enough, a video. You know, I think police did minimal investigation in this case. It took me all of 5 minutes to Google. You know, I was looking up the brothers, and one of the first videos that showed up actually was one of the brothers in whiteface doing a Joker monologue with white makeup on. And so it's not implausible.
Okay, Martin, does she really think you all in the Chicago PD are that dumb? So now the Nigerian brothers were in whiteface? That's the new thing they're going with?
Well, does she really care about the Chicago PD? I mean, the rest of the country is getting a view into the criminal justice system in Chicago. But if you're a Chicago police officer, these kinds of wild, outrageous things happen all the time. You know, we've been railing about Kim Foxx for a long time on cases we think are much more scandalous.
Right.
For example, the exoneration of convicted killers, what we think are just totally baseless arguments, who go out and then file multi-million-dollar lawsuits against the detectives who did the case, who investigated the case. Imagine being a detective.
Yeah.
Imagine being a detective in this case. You painstakingly investigated a hate crime. And now they're turning, you know, they're ridiculing you. They're making a laughingstock out of the cities, out of the police officers. It's outrageous.
Way, but it's beyond outrageous. But she has an anti-police mentality, deep in her bones, anti-police. And I agree with you on the Obama consent decrees that handcuff police officers across this country. And by the way, everyone should know this. On Monday, and we'll be covering it on Monday, there's going to be a big police protest. The police union's going to have a protest against Kim Foxx. You see the details there, 69 West Washington. And it's at 11 in the morning, April Fool's Day, but it's not going to be a joke. So you're going to get a big turnout there, do you think, Martin?
We hope so. Our first vice president, Pat Murray's putting it together. He's doing a great job. The members, you know, the members are outraged about this case, and they're finally happy that the national media is looking at it. And, you know, Chicago's crying out for some really good investigative journalism. It really is.
Martin, thank you so much. We really appreciate your joining us and what the Chicago PD do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.